Hey, what's going on, everybody? Frank Valkyria, let's go together. This is another trailer. Actually, this is not a teaser, this is the trailer. 3 minutes of it. Let's go together, let's watch this right now. What is this? San Francisco.
Thomas?
Come on. Of course, tracing back to the first movie, but it also seems somehow like there's something wrong with it, you know? Like, either really fell into the sink or he's taking blue pill every day to medicate himself from the other way around. But I like it. There's so much to unpack here. Like, I gotta watch like some kind of Easter egg thing because there's so many references to the first movie. Follow the White Rabbit. There is Trinity. I don't understand why she's in probably a cafe place or something, I suppose. You know, I start to think like, is this like somehow Neo creating this? If it's a continuation, you know, we saw that he was dragged away from the machine. Probably they took care of him somehow, and now he has created this world where perhaps he has forgotten what he did in the past, in the previous Matrix, and is sort of remembering through creating those things. It's really a lot to unpack, but then at the same time you have this feeling that there's new characters trying to sort of reawake him. This new Morpheus also. Why is Morpheus? Huh? That gun looked like so eerily familiar to Smith gun. The shape and the size. I like the coloring. Of course, it's different. I see sometimes the old team in some frames, but I also like these new techniques. And it seems the action, of course, with the new technology is gonna be like even more. The Matrix, after all, was revolutionary in terms of action scenes. They basically laid the foundation to all the movies coming from 99 onwards. So in that respect, I would imagine something a little bit newer is in here, so probably a lot effect packed. That would be good. So far, what I've seen, you're waking up here. Like, sorry guys, but we have to do a little bit. No, this looks like Trinity. Is that Trinity? Wow. Really strange. It looks like also it's a different type of Matrix, you know? Like, so I wonder also because you see if it's like a new something, you know, if it's the Matrix sort of creating this reality and this is a new Thomas Anderson somehow, a new iteration, because some of the details, you know, like I've said also in the other trailer, like you see the plug here, they're way different. So I wonder what is this? If even this perhaps is part of the imaginary world that it's being created. It's kind of intriguing to see where they focused on, you know? If the machine and the real and the man in the real world were sort of collaborating at the end of the third movie to try to keep a peace, in a way feels like there's still something going on because we see some people like still fighting the agents. And all of a sudden, we also have this sense of tension between Neo, Thomas Anderson, living a normal life, trying to sedate himself, medicate himself, but perhaps those other new rebels, they want him to wake up again, you know, remember maybe what he did. So yeah, I want. Also, the codes, they go down, and I think it's the first time that I see different colors codes actually going upwards. I wonder if also this is like some kind of hidden message within the trailer. I don't recall ever seeing the codes in a different colors and especially go against, you know, going from down to up. So this is directed only from one of the I would say now I should say sister, of course. I think they both transition. So very interesting, very interesting. I'm curious. I just hope, you know, I really hope they didn't give the Matrix Resurrection the sort of the Last Jedi walk treatment, you know? I mean, I think there's ways to do that, and I'm totally open for it and also looking forward to it. But at the same time, I just hope they didn't go heavy on that kind of aspect, political correctness or walk, whatever they wanted to try to squeeze in there, and try to be somehow connected to the movies that people loved and love, you know? To me, the Matrix trilogy It's a great trilogy. Of course, the first one is the best. The second one, it's pretty cool, and the third one kind of wanes off a little bit. But at the same time, if you rewatch it and you start, if you watch it back to back, it kind of also the last one bugs you less, you know, because you connected. Actually, there are so many nice moments, even in that one that is probably the weakest, the third one. So I hope somehow this one will be intriguing, surprising. There's a lot they can play with of course Neo being the creator of this world, or perhaps Neo somehow living his life into this sort of purgatory created by the machines to keep him there, while they keep the peace in the real world, and it's trying to make sense again, trying to wake up, and perhaps some of the human in the real world, they're trying to find him again. So there could be some like old elements to it, but also exploring perhaps more in like the issues of mental health, because I have the sense the guy is going in therapy, struggling. Was fascinating also to see that he looked like an older man in the mirror. So I also wonder, like, he looked totally a different person, not even the same person old. So I also wonder, if it's somebody that thinks it's projecting to be Neo. So there could be so many speculations, so many iteration, like so many branches they can go. So I'm really looking forward to see this movie, and I know the expectations are really high, and I just hope we don't get disappointed. So guys, so many things to unpack, really. Let me know if I missed something, and leave a comment, and I'll see you later. You take care of yourself.